Welcome all, my dear friends. Let us enter into another significant arena of the world of patents, that is known as patent drafting. So, after having a lots of discussions on the most significant sections, rules, and forms of the Patents Act 1970 and the Patents Rules 2003, respectively, let us enter into this beautiful and most important arena of the world of patents. Okay, so let us continue with patent drafting. Fine. So patent drafting or otherwise we can say patent specification writing. Okay, and today I have taken the topic patent specification. Okay, so let us proceed with this. Now, a beautiful thought, friends. Just listen it carefully. Grasp the essence from the seed and let it drip from your fingertips. I'm again reading it, friends. Grasp the essence from the seed and let it drip from your fingertips. And that's called drafting. I hope it is clear. Fine. That means I have tried to explain you this term drafting in a literal way with showing some beautiful clips. Fine. I hope you get it. Okay. So let us proceed. Now we will have a comparison because whenever we say what is a draft, normally we go to its literal meaning. Fine. So first of all, we will go to the literal meaning of a draft. Fine. Okay. We can say that a draft is a preliminary version of a piece of writing. Fine. Or it is or we can say a draft is a written order to pay a specified sum. Fine. So this is the normal and literal meaning of draft. Now we will go towards what is a patent draft. Fine. Because this is the demand of our legal world or the world of patents. Fine. Okay. Let us see. A patent draft is a technical document presented in a legal format that has two primary functions. Fine. Number one is to establish novelty, and point number two is to establish inventive step or non-obviousness of an invention. Fine. Also, we can note it that patent drafting is the process of writing the patent description and claims. Fine. When the patent is issued, the draft is the specification part of the document. So, whenever you will try to understand the meaning of this statement that I have written in the note part, then your confusions will be clarified. Fine. So, just remember, patent drafting is the process of writing the patent description and claims. Fine. And when the patent is issued, the draft is the specification part of the document. Fine. So the comparison has been done. Let us proceed. Now, see friends, what I have given the title to this slide. The seed of the fruit. That means we know the very essence of a fruit is the seed. And seed is that part of the fruit which has the possibility, all the possibilities of life. So in this way, we can just compare this particular content of the complete specification as the seed of the fruit. That means the most important content for the complete specification. Okay. What it is? This is claim or claims. See, the name of the game is claim. Okay, just remember this. The name of the game is claim. Okay, just proceed. So now friends, I will discuss some specific type of claims. Okay. So number one is invention based patent claims, which is again categorized into product claim, process claim and apparatus claim. Okay. Type number two is field based patent claims, which is again categorized into Jepson claim, Markus claim and Swiss claim. Okay, let us proceed. Type 3 is composition claims. Type 4 is structure based patent claims, which is again categorized into pure structure, means plus function, structure is function, pure function and step plus function. Fine, let us proceed. Now we will go into deeper on product claims. Okay. The claim which claims the actual product of the invention is called product claim. Okay. The claim which claims the actual product of the invention is called product claim. For example, a chemical compound used as pharmaceuticals, composition mixtures such as alloys, food, drink, etc. etc. Okay. A pharmaceutical composition comprising an amido-amine polymer comprising an amido-amine dendrimer derived from bit 1 or point 1 a multiamine and point 2 a multifunctional compound comprising two or more amine reactive groups and point number 3 a pharmaceutical accepted excipient. Okay. Continuing from the previous slide, let us know something more about the product claims. Okay. The product claim includes a substance or compositions, for example, a chemical compound, as well as any physical entity such as object, article, apparatus, machine, or system of cooperating apparatus, which is produced by a person's technical skill. For example, a steering mechanism incorporating an automatic feedback circuit. Okay. Also, next example we can have a oven garment comprising ... Okay. The next example is a communication system comprising a plurality of transmitting and receiving stations. And the last one we can say that an insecticide consisting of X, Y, Z. So these are the examples of a product claim. I hope it is pretty much clear now. Fine. Now, the title for this slide is process claims. Okay, let us proceed with it. The claim which claims a new process or method to achieve the desired result is called process claim. For example, methods of preparation, methods of analysis, method of treatment, etc. etc. Okay. The process or method claim is applicable to all kinds of activities in which the use of some material product for effecting the process is implied. The activity may be exercised upon material, that means material products, upon energy, upon other processes as in control process, in control system, okay, or upon living things. Okay, that means this statements tells us where it is applicable. Fine. The next point is method claims are claims that recite a sequence of steps which together complete a task such as making an article of some sort. For example, I can tell you one example here. A method for making tea or coffee. The method comprising A, or we can say that point number 1 is boiling water. That means step number 1 is boiling water. Step 2 is adding sugar to the boiled water. Step 3, adding tea leaves to the boiling water to form a mixture. Okay, specifically here tea is given, so we will go through the process of making tea only, not coffee. Fine. Then the step number 4 is adding milk to mixture, and step number 5 or the final step is filtering mixture. Fine. So got it. Next. The same thing is continued. That means process claims is continued from the previous slide. Okay. Let us see an example here. A bio-assisted method for treatment of hydrocarbon contaminated soil employing a blend of selecting microbes. Okay. That means a kind of microbes, some sort of microbes. The method comprising isolating the microbes which are capable of releasing oil from contaminated soil or gravel particles. Okay. Adding the isolated microbes into said soil to release the oils. Adding separately isolated microbes, some more microbes, right? Microorganisms, which are capable of degrading the released oils, providing optimized nutrient for the microorganisms, and aerating the same by periodic mixing of the oil contaminated soil water slurry or by air sparging to treat the contaminated soil. Actually, the treatment of or the method to treat the contaminated soil is discussed here. Okay. So this example can be a very good example for a process claim. Fine. Another important point is method or process claims will include active steps to achieve a certain result. Next point is in method claims the transition is typically either comprising the steps of. Fine. And the next point is while legally there may be some distinction between these two different transitions, both are acceptable. That means I am telling about the previous statement, that is in method claims the transition is typically either comprising the steps of. So while legally there may be some distinction between these two different transitions, both are acceptable. So we can actually the last two statements we can make it one actually. So we will read it like in method claims the transition is typically either comprising the steps of, and while legally there may be some distinction between these two different types of transitions, both are acceptable. Fine. Okay. Now we will go for apparatus claims. Okay. The product claimed for a device or a system or an article is called an apparatus claim. Okay. An apparatus or device claim protects embodiments of an invention in the form of a physical apparatus, system or a device. For example, a claim that covers a tripod for a camera or a window crank is an apparatus claim. Just an example. Fine. The next point is when drafting an apparatus claim, we can begin by reciting a preamble what that apparatus is and what it does next. Fine. And the next point is we can list the essential items for an invention. Essential elements are ones required for the functioning of the inventive device in its most basic form. That is the essence of the invention. That's why these are known as the essential elements. Okay. Just go for the literal meaning. You can find it out. Fine. Okay. Next we can proceed with the same thing, that is apparatus claim is continued here as well. The novelty of the invention lies in the essential components. Fine. For example, an apparatus for supporting a camera comprising a pivotal mounting configured to hold the camera and a plurality of legs arranged to support the pivotal mounting. Fine. This is an example. Another point is we can also say friends about this example that in the above example the preamble recites that it is an apparatus for supporting a camera. Fine. The body of the claim recites that the essential elements of this apparatus are a pivotal mounting for the camera and legs arranges to support the pivotal mounting. That means what to be remained in the preamble, what to be remained in the body, both are explained here. Fine. I hope it is clear now. Now we will discuss about the field-based patent claims. Okay. And the categorization, it is also categorized as we already have discussed. So we will go for the first one. Okay. The first one is Jefferson claim. This style is used in the process or product claim where the invention is a modification or the improvement of the existing technology. Okay. So just remember here the improvement or the modification. Fine. The next point is the word wherein. often used to structure the Jepson claim. Just remember this. Okay. The next point is an assembly of blanks for a smoking article package comprising an outer cell block comprising two major panels and two minor panels, and at least one inner compartment blank comprising two major panels and two minor panels, wherein a plurality of inner cells are formable from the at least one inner compartment blank. Okay, this is just an example. Please try to remember this. That means just try to understand this for this type of claim, Jepson claim. Fine? Okay. Next one is Markus claim. Next one is Markus claim. It is generally used to structure the chemical invention where the composition of the invention has to be described in a structural diagram or formula based. For example, a compound having the formula as it is mentioned here, R, single bond CS, double bond N, single bond X, single bond X, where R is an alkyl group selected from the group consisting of methyl, ethyl and isopropyl, and X is a halogen selected from the group consisting of chlorine and bromine. This is just an example. For Markus claim, you just remember one thing, that this is generally used to structure the chemical invention. Okay, where the composition of the invention has to be described in a structural diagram. So wherever a structural diagram, structural formula in case of a chemical invention is there, then you can remember this, that is Markus claim. Fine. And the next claim, that is the last claim for the field-based, that means we can say the last type of claim for the field-based patent claims is Swiss claim. Okay, the structure of claim used to claim the second or new medicinal use of the known substances or compositions is known as the Swiss type of claim. Okay, and remember the most important thing here, friends, India does not allow this type of claim under the provision of section 3 clause D of the Patents Act 1970. Fine. Please refer to section 3 clause D of the Patents Act 1970 for more clarification. Okay. Whenever you will go to that particular clause, you can find out that why India does not allow this Swiss claim. Fine. Okay, we can say that use of Taxol and sufficient medications to prevent severe anaphylactic reactions for manufacturing a medicamentation for simultaneous, separate or sequential application of from 135 milligram per meter square up to 175 milligram per meter square Taxol over a period of about 3 hours or less as a means for treating cancer and simultaneously reducing neutropenia. Friends, this is just an example. So this point you can take as an example and you can try to analyze, or you can that means your understanding for Swiss type of claim can be pretty much clear now. Fine. Okay. Now we will go to composition claims. Okay. In this type of claim, components or ingredients used in the process are explained in detail, which includes their chemical nature, quantity used in the manufacturing, etc. Okay. For example, a probiotic drink composition comprising of live bacteria, that is maybe Lactobacillus casseirota, skimmed milk powder, sugar, glucose, water, and more than 6.5 billions of live bacteria. Hence, it contains energy, proteins, carbohydrates, fat, etc. Fine. Another important point here is to remember is the outcomes of claims majorly depends upon the information available in the prior art documents, scope of invention, and other relevant factors. Just remember these things. Fine. Now we'll go for another kind of specific type of patent claims, that is structure based patent claims. Okay, and this is again categorized as we have already discussed. So number one is pure structure type of claim. This is a method of structuring claim where the part of an invention A is structurally linked to the part B. For example, a switch connected to a lamp. We know a switch controls the lighting of a lamp. It can, that means the lamp can be on or off depending on the switch. Fine. The next type is means plus function. This is a method of structuring claim, or we can say a method of structuring claim where the part of an invention A is an element for achieving the part B. For example, means for signaling with a lamp. That means this is the reason, we can say, or this is the means for, or we can say the means or the elements for a function or an activity to happen. That's why the example is given here as means for signaling with a lamp. Fine. The next type is structure is function. Okay. This is a method of structuring claim where invention defines structure and or function. And the example is signal lamp. Fine. Okay. Now, continuing with the same, the next type is pure function. This is a method of structuring claim where the part of an invention A is functioning with the part B. For example, signaling lamp with the switch. Okay. The next type is step plus function. This is a method of structuring claim where the part of an invention A is a step for the function of part B. Stepwise function. Fine. So the answer is step for signaling the lamp with the switch. Okay. So friends, enrich your brain cell with proper food and proper knowledge. So thank you all, my dear friends, for listening to me and watching my video. Please like, share and subscribe my channel. Please keep questioning. Please keep learning and keep enjoying. Thank you so much. God bless you. Jai Hind.